welcome back to the Silicon Nubian YouTube channel where we do all things tech. In our last video, we showed the unboxing of this newly released Synology DS216j Network Attached Storage Device, or NAS for short. And we promised that in the next video we would show the hardware installation and would show a little bit of the software setup. So we're going to get that started today. So what we have here is the aforementioned Synology DS216j NAS. We have two Western Digital Caviar Red 3 terabyte hard drives. These hard drives are designed for use within NAS environments, so perfect fit. I should note also that Seagate does also provide hard drives designed for use in NAS environments as well, but we had one Western Digital, got the next one. Match pair is always a safe way to go. We also have the screws as provided by Synology, and we have our trusty micro screwdriver, which I like very much. And so let's get started. First things first, we'll clear the area a little bit. How to open the NAS. This is where I think you should really look at the instructions, at least partially. The NAS does not open this way. It opens, it's a sliding motion. I prefer to lie it on its side and just slide the top open, and it comes open. And you'll see that inside the NAS there are the rails to attach the hard drives, of course the SATA mounting for the power and the data, and it's quite simply just a matter of sliding in the drives and securing them with the screws. What I like is that there are rubber grommets, if you can see, rubber grommets. This will cut down on drive vibration, transferring to the rest of the housing and producing more noise. So we'll take our first Caviar Red, slide it into place, make sure everything lines up. That's right, that's the right orientation. Not too hard, I like to call it firm but fair. Take one of the couple of the mounting screws. I'm going to put them out on the table here and start screwing them into the drive. I have a habit where I mount drive screws via star pattern, no matter what I'm doing, and I think it's a good habit. I like the screwdriver too because the top rotates, so it allows me pretty good motion without having to twist my wrist. For the screwdriver, I should say. So use whatever you have on hand, as long as it gets installed. That's the important thing, and installed correctly. This drive's almost done. One more. That's it. That drive is firmly installed. Now we're going to take the next one and slide it in as well. Oop, don't want to push too hard on anything. Okay. Obviously, this will add significantly to the weight of the NAS. We're not concerned about that. There we go. There we go. One more to go. There we go. So what we're seeing now is the hard drives have been installed, giving us 6 terabytes of storage. Of course, if we're going to use RAID 1, it's going to be 3 terabytes of storage, but everything will be duplicated. I'm still deciding on what RAID level to use. Probably going to be 1. 0 will give us 6 terabytes, but then data protection is nil. Anyways, so we put the cover back on. And then Synology offers us 2 other screws, not the drive screws. They offer us another package of screws where we can actually secure the drive, the plastic housing in. And everything seems to be perfect. Very good. So there you have it. Very quick install of the hardware. Now it's ready to roll. Just have to power it up, connect it to the network, and log into the drive. So the second half of this video, to the NAS I should say, the second half of this video, I'm going to bring up the DSM software and we'll poke around a bit and see what it looks like, okay? Let's get going. Okay, here we are in the second half of the video. We're looking at the actual DSM desktop, the software that Synology runs on their NAS devices. This is not what you're going to see right after you've set up your NAS. You have installed it and registered it to your network. You have to go through a few other steps that we haven't shown here, including setting up an administrator account. As well, the network attached storage device, the NAS, will go out and download the latest version of DSM to itself. And it will also ask you, go through a step where it asks you if you want to install a set of standard apps. And that whole process will take less than half an hour, probably around 15-20 minutes at most, and it's done. And then you're presented with this screen. There are a number of tooltips that are shown. And a couple clicks and you're here. So this is the standard DSM desktop post install. These are little widgets. It's showing us our server name, the IP address of the NAS, the uptime, CPU, and the memory usage, and our network usage, of course. We can go to over here where we can see the apps that have been installed. We have the control panel, of course, file station, as we see on the desktop, easy network, internet, package center, help, resource monitor, storage manager, this is where you go and set up your drives, log center, photo station, media server, download station, cloud station, audio station, hyper backup, support center, security advisor, and video station. A number of these apps we were asked if we wanted to install, such as Cloud Station and Video, and we just went ahead and said yes. If one of these apps you use on a regular basis, you can easily just drag it to the desktop to create an icon on the desktop, as I've just done, for example, with the Storage Manager. As we continue, we have the control panel. Let's start here with the package manager. This is if you want to install additional packages which are available. Packages are just software applications that can run on the network attached storage device on the NAS. It's not just about backing up information and storing data. There's also other functionalities that NAS can provide, such as a video server, even a development server, or a development platform in a way. We have backup, of course. We have all this hyper backup vault, hyper backup, cloud station, high drive, multimedia apps, photo station media server, Synology media server, Logitech media server, Plex media server. Please be advised that the DS216j is not a powerhouse in terms of CPU. So while it does have a dual core 1 GHz CPU, transcoding is definitely not something you want to do with it. So being as that's not something I was going to do with it, or I was not going to install Plex anyways, it didn't bother me. Business apps, Drupal, Magneto, and all the other stuff, utilities, a lot of them here, VPN server you can set up, text editor, WebDAV server, security, security camera, surveillance station, antivirus, utilities, different utilities you can set up, productivity, and developer tools here, Java, Perl, PHP, and whatnot, PHPVV, and whatnot that can be set up. We also can install packages manually or through their download service. We continue the control panel, and we have shared folders, set up shared folders, file services, user setups, groups, quick connect, external access, network setup, info center. We'll start that off. We'll see the serial number of the NAS, the model. So again, CPU clock rate 1 gigahertz, 2 CPU cores, 512 megs of RAM. Thankfully, this has just been released as well. We are running the DSM version 6.0-7321, DSM 6 now just coming into its own, being recently released. Thermal status is normal, server address, and we're at Eastern Time use in Canada. I had to change this, it was Bogota. It was giving me a 1 hour difference, but that's because of the daylight savings time for Eastern Time US and Canada. I just made a quick change, that was it. We have all these themes, we can change DHCP server, indexing, task scheduler, hardware and power, application portal. There's a lot of things here. I mean, really, it's like a kid in a candy jar. Here we have file station. Can go through the files on the NAS. Of course, we don't have any files on it as yet. And DSM help, which starts up when we boot up the NAS. You'll see this by default. So that starts. We have widget control here. I'm sure there's other widgets right now showing everything. We have search, options, personal, restart, shutdown, about, log out, and we have the message center, which did show us 8 messages post boot up because it did install a number of updates of apps. So packet center, hyper backup, PHP 5.6 installed, media server successful, audio station successful, and whatnot. You can now, photo station is successfully installed. You can now upload photos to your photos shared folder for faster speed. We recommend uploading photos and videos with DS Photo for Windows 10 or the desktop tool Photo Station Uploader. And that's where you have the desktop. Single click to start. How much of our volume is used. We can create disk groups. We can create volumes, hard drive, SSD, iSCSI, Loon, LUN, iSCSI targets. Lots of stuff here. Lots of stuff. A couple observations. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the quality of the audio. My main mic has gone down and we are, or I should say I have ordered another mic. It's not here yet, but I hope I am very clear in what I'm saying and I can be well heard. Observations about the device. The Dsm software is fantastic looking, looks very functional. Obviously this is an extremely mature product. I'm very happy with it. It's very quick, very snappy. Haven't had any issues with respect to lag or anything like that. Then again, I'm not running a lot of apps and whatnot. Be advised, this is a lower end of the 216 series, so we're using a dual core ARM-based CPU, if I'm not mistaken. So there is a definite ceiling in terms of what can be done simultaneously. Again, transcoding is probably not a good thing to do on this NAS. You would want to get something higher, for example, the DS216 Play or something like that. That being said, for its intended purpose, it looks fantastic. We'll be getting into it. Another thing is it's a device that I would feel comfortable putting on top of my desk right next to my monitors if I wanted to. With the 2 Western Digital Caviar Red hard drives installed, it's very quiet, whisper quiet actually. The fan included is extremely quiet. The network attached storage device, the NAS itself, is very quiet. There's a mild noise when there's a lot of seeking on the hard drives, but it's very unobtrusive, and I'm extremely happy with that. Who wants to have another vacuum cleaner in the house? This device, very good. So all in all, I'm very happy. I'm going to set up a few volumes and whatnot, and if you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, tell other people about it. We'd like to grow and present more videos, and hopefully we're getting some better equipment, both video and audio, in the near future. We have a few videos coming up for other hardware as well, some audio. I just picked up 2 sets of in-ear headphones that I'm very excited about, and I really want to share them with you guys, so I might do that, make that video soon and upload it soon enough. So that's the video of the hardware installation and the software look DSM 6 for the Synology NAS, the DS216j. Take care. Remember, thumbs up, leave comments, subscribe if you like what you see, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.